This is Thomas Wightwick.
And this is Kieron Johnston.
We went to the same primary school,
play school, primary school, secondary school, college, university.
And now we work together. I did sound design at Ravensbourne University.
And I did broadcast operations and production.
And we started making films together.
Well, it started off with my obsession of wanting to actually do a long exposure out in the woods, out in the wilderness. And then Kieron said, oh, I'll come with you, keep me company, because it's quite scary.
Should we? Yeah, let's roll on this then.
Let's go, people.
Yeah, if you could turn over, ladies and gentlemen.
And then, because Kieron's brain works in many creative more ways than other people, he came out with this whole concept of why don't we do a horror film around it, because we was generally quite scared when we was there. What is the horror about? Long Exposure.
Long Exposure is about a lesbian couple. One of them is a long exposure photographer who is sort of up and coming but sort of already established. But she's going for the big leagues.
Yeah.
Her girlfriend is a banker. They're sort of an opposites attract couple. The next scene that we're doing is a wide shot of Lilith setting up the camera, and it's sort of the last scene before all the horror aspects start happening in the film. So it's one last little shot before we get into the fun stuff.
And what's the fun stuff?
That's a secret. You're gonna have to watch it to find out. Lovely.
Cut.
Let's cut there. Okay, we're all cold and tired, and we've been going for quite a few hours. It's 10 to 2, so let's go have some burgers.
Yeah.
2 Chicago meals with chips and Coke, and I'll get a Big Mac meal with a Coke. This is lunchtime at, what's the time? 2 in the morning. Fucking love tea.
So I'm Nick.
I'm Rachel.
And we were doing the sound today. We are currently using NTT2 with the Rode Blimp.
Well, I can hear hers through the wireless as well, that's all I was thinking, because her voice is boomier.
Blimp's actually quite sturdy and it's not too expensive on the market.
The Blimp especially, trying to mic it up in the dark, it's so much easier because you can take half of it off. With the ones I've used in the past, you can't do that. So it's tricky. There was a moment I nearly fell off when I got tangled in the wires, but apart from that, it's been really, really good so far. And Nick, I've had like a burst of energy. I don't know if that's the McDonald's or I forget now.
We are on McDonald's, it's 3:15 in the morning.
Yeah. Nathan's happy. Cool. Okay, so you're sort of alright for now, if you can wrap up.
Cool.
Tom, can we get on shoulder rig, please? The actresses have been amazing.
Yeah, they were really pretty young girls.
Well, I sort of had this really loose vision of what they would be like, and we gave them loose bios, and then they came back to us with a bigger bio. Yeah, so they sort of created them themselves.
You kind of gave them the baseline.
Yeah, I gave them the baseline, and they took it and they ran with it, and I think they sort of went into orbit with it.
So my name's Rizza, I'm from West London. The reason why I applied for this role is because it was an all-nighter, and I've never done an all-nighter film before. I play Veronica, short for Nika. She's a very tough, confident girl. She knows what she wants. Lil, listen, I just want to have children with you. That's all.
I know.
You know, I love you and I want to be with you.
My name's Olivia, I'm from Milton Keynes. Yeah, I mean, when I read it, it looked really interesting. I think I was drawn to the character most of all. I'm portraying the character quite shy and reserved. Obviously she's comfortable around Nika, but there's an underlying tension there.
Thank you so much, both doing awesome. This is amazing. God. So this is Tom cleaning the screen to make the interview look really good.
You got my arm.
And he has an absolutely lovely booty. Oh yeah. Lilith is regularly referred to as a demon child throughout several scriptures. The Old Testament touches on it, and lots of folklore and stuff. They always choose Lilith because the Arabic translation is one of evil, or one of the devil. So Lil is quite nice and happy, but when you sort of look into it deeper, it's not actually that nice. And Nika's the pure rock, I believe. I think it's another Arabic name. Anyone that knows the name or has watched an episode of Supernatural or True Blood, or probably any of those, will it'll have a little tingle. you can kind of hear the noises, but you're sort of just waiting to see what the camera does, and then you push the button again, and you see it, and you scream and fall backwards.
Just calm yourself, please.
It's not coming from there anymore, it's coming from there.
Fucking.
So that's going on. Right, so yeah, this is Sigma 24-70 2.8. It's one of the cheaper of 24-70s. If you get a Canon version, it's about 1,500 quid. This is about 620. But you got the 2.8, so when we're filming in pitch black, you need to go down to the 2.8 because you want as much light as possible. So camera I use is a Canon 550D. I've had this for about 3.5 years. It's a bloody workhorse, I tell you. I've used this for everything: photographs, filming, anywhere and everywhere. It's, you know, it's the cheapest and the basic of the lot, but it's not about the kit sometimes that you use, it's about how you use it. You know, if you don't have to have a load of money and get top gear to get good results. Hopefully this film shows that you can get good results. But as long as you know what you're doing, it doesn't matter what you've got. You can use your phone, for God's sake. Obviously when you're in a field, we was hoping to have a place where we could plug in, but we didn't. So yeah, friendly battery powered lights come in handy, and they're small enough so you can stick them anywhere you want and you can get some nice effects. Right, so this is a little LED light you can get for like 30 quid off Amazon. It goes really bright and it's great to use in like clubs if you're doing that sort of stuff. What we're doing on say is horror, just to fill out the face and bring a bit of light. And if we're in like a place like we are here, where there's no electricity, you're going to need some sort of light, so this is brilliant to use.
This is close-up smoky breath, take one.
Also you want higher ISO, but not too much, so your noise is not too much. Get your f-stop as low as possible as well. And yeah, I think what we've accomplished, we hope, is, you know, I think it's quite well with what we've got.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
That's the good shit.
Yeah. With the shooting style and the battery powered lights and being a bit creative with putting reflectors in silly places, putting the light in silly places.
We've done it on a shoestring, and it doesn't look like we done.
A mind-blowing shoestring.
Yeah, I've got a basic camera, basic kit. It's just the people that make it what it is.
I think looking at the footage, it doesn't look like we've done it for as little money as we have.
Yeah.
I think we've managed to sort of pull together this thing that looks really nice, has its own sort of character, has a continuous feel and style all the way through it.
So why camera's not that much? I thought I'd show you my main tool. Yeah, this is my main editing device. So all I do is just point it and it makes a movie. That's the idea anyway.
We decided before we started shooting that we weren't going to have real music, like music. We were going to have a written sound atmosphere that was quite scary. Maybe with some instruments in it, but generally it's going to be more of like an atmospheric sound art piece. Yeah, you hear the noise, so let's say over here for now.
Okay.
And then you'll spin the camera around towards
Have
it.
a look.
Yeah.
Why did you jump?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh my god!
And when the scary stuff starts to happen, there's gonna be a point where it's blurred between what is diegetic, scary stuff sounds and what is part of the music soundtrack.
Rolling.
Rizza alone, camera, take two.
Been using the Rode NT-G2 for the shoot and a Rode boom pole. It's been perfect for what we've needed. We've got all the Atmos, we've got all the really close-up sounds. We've recorded everything on this today and it's been really good. It's lasted all night. And one of the funny things, we did part of a shoot and we had to run through the woods and we were chasing the actor, the camera, the mixer and this. So it was very difficult, but it was good, yeah.
Everyone here has been so skilled, so professional and so amazing. And whether the equipment's like top of the line or average, or they've made it work for them and they've made the situation work for them as well, of being in a field at night. It all looked really good. Everything's looked good, everything sounded good. That's a wrap! Woo! And then we go, vote for long exposure.
Yeah, can we do that?
Oh. Vote for long exposure.